What a dominating performance from the Denver Nuggets in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs for them against the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's actually about 3 minutes left in that basketball game. Right now, the Denver Nuggets are up 27 points. They're absolutely dominating this basketball game. They destroyed in the third quarter, and it's the first meaningful basketball game for the Denver Nuggets in about a month and a half because they had that 1 seed locked up so early. I had missed watching this Denver Nuggets team play. It feels like forever since they went out there and had all their guys on the court. And I missed it so much because it's the most beautiful brand of basketball you're going to get in the entire league. The way that they move the basketball, the way that they get good shots and do so many things at an elite level. This is my pick to win the Western Conference. I think I might be the only person in the world that's picking the Denver Nuggets to win the Western Conference, but I'm going to stand on that hill. I've been standing on it all year, and I'm going to continue to stand on it until I'm proven wrong, which I don't think I will be. Especially with the Giannis Antetokounmpo injury, that probably makes them favorites to win the NBA Finals, in my opinion. We're going to get into this game tonight because the Nuggets dominated. They played an excellent basketball game. They had a lot of rest coming into this game, and I was really interested to see how they were going to play because at the end of the regular season, you know, when those games aren't as important, they kind of struggled a little bit, but I didn't put a lot of stock into it. I just wanted to see how they would ramp it back up, and I think that the Minnesota Timberwolves are an ideal first-round matchup for the Nuggets because they're good enough to make the Nuggets have to come to play, but also the Denver Nuggets should roll in this series and be able to get a good rhythm headed into round 2 with whoever they play, either the Clippers or the Suns. Before we get into the video tonight, take a second to subscribe to the channel. We are about to hit 1,200 subscribers. We're covering every NBA playoff series. We're going to be covering the Nuggets like crazy because, like I said, they're my favorite team to watch this season, just the way that they play, the way that their chemistry is. They just took a 30-point lead as I speak here with a minute and a half left. The Denver Nuggets tonight got contributions from so many guys, and that's what I love about them. They have a team. The biggest criticism of the Denver Nuggets is their defense. That's what everyone wants to point out. Oh, they don't play defense. Nikola Jokic can't play defense. They don't perform in playoffs. We haven't seen them do it. Blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, the Denver Nuggets check every single box of what I'm looking for in a team that I believe can make the NBA Finals and can win the NBA Finals. They have an absolute superstar, top 2 player in the entire NBA. If he wins a title this year, I believe he takes that crown from Giannis Antetokounmpo. A 2-time reigning MVP, should be 3-time MVP, but the media is stupid, and well, that's a conversation for another day. They have an excellent supporting cast, a supporting cast with experience, a guy in Jamal Murray we've seen play unbelievable in big moments. The Denver Nuggets can shoot the 3 ball at a high level. If you actually watch the Denver Nuggets play, they can defend. They defend in big moments. They did a good job defending in crunch time a lot of the year. And for stretches of the season, they were one of the top defensive teams in the NBA. So a casual, someone who doesn't spend a lot of time actually watching the Nuggets will be like, hey, well, they're 15th in defensive rating. Yeah, well, a lot of those games didn't matter. You're talking about games where people missed or, you know, to me, that just doesn't matter. You got to watch the big moments. You got to watch the clutch moments. When defense is locked in, are they able to get stops? That's my biggest question when it comes to defense heading into the NBA playoffs. You have to be able to make timely stops. You don't have to be the number 1 defensive team in the league a lot of times. You do have to be a quality defensive team that can get stops in big moments, and that's what we've seen from this Denver Nuggets team all season. Tonight, they got 10-plus points from 6 guys, so they have, like I said, they play pretty solid defense. They're an elite offensive team. They have a superstar. They're coached by a coach with playoff experience and Mike Malone that I really like. They have great depth that really matters. They shoot the 3 ball at the highest efficiency in the entire NBA, and they have team chemistry. I am someone that puts real value on playing games, playing together, and the regular season. I still think it matters. Call me crazy. Every NBA champion we've had has played significant amount of the regular season together. We just got done watching a little earlier tonight The Phoenix Suns, who everyone is picking to come out of the Western Conference, lose in game 1 to the Los Angeles Clippers. It came down to the wire, and they struggled in those final few crunch minutes. And I think that that's something that you see when a team doesn't have a lot of experience and chemistry playing together, and that's what this Denver Nuggets team has. And I think they'll be able to play well in crunch time. I think they'll be able to play well to start games and in quarters, which I think is all really important. They're going to know their rotation. They're going to know how each other plays. And I think that all of that is so important when it comes to playoff time. Now, obviously, we're going to see a lot of adjustments, and I'm not saying that the Phoenix Suns are done in their previous series. Obviously, they're still going to be, I think that Clippers-Suns series is going to be a lot of fun to watch. We'll see what happens there. The Nuggets game just ended, by the way. They won by 29 points, as I'm sure you know, 109-80. The Denver Nuggets got 15 points from Kentavious Caldwell Pope, 24 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds from Jamal Murray, who looked excellent tonight. Nikola Jokic actually fouled out, but he had 13 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. Michael Porter Jr. shooting the lights out, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Love that rebounding from Michael Porter Jr. That was actually a critique of his early in his career, that he needed to do a better job of that. So excellent from him. Aaron Gordon gave you 13 points, 5 rebounds tonight. And then off the bench, Bruce Brown gave you 14 points. I think it'll be interesting to see how deep Mike Malone goes to his bench. We've seen guys like Christian Brown provide real sparks all season for them. Will those guys get significant playing time in this series? Tonight, Christian Brown actually played 19 minutes. But one of the reasons I really like the Nuggets in this series is the fact that Nikola Jokic gives Rudy Gobert a nightmare every single time they play. You would think that Rudy Gobert would be like, he's considered the best rim protector in the NBA. You'd think he'd do an okay job on Nikola Jokic, but I don't know what it is about it. Jokic gives him the absolute work every single time. Rudy Gobert was a minus 28 in this game, which was by far the worst on the court. The next closest was minus 18, but minus 28 is horrible. I think Rudy Gobert is borderline unplayable in this series. I want to focus mostly on the Denver Nuggets, but I did want to touch on that. Rudy Gobert, I don't even know if you can play him against this Denver Nuggets squad, the way that they're able to stretch the floor. You have 5 guys out there that can shoot at all times. They really play modern basketball, and they share the ball well. It's not ISO heavy. It's not dribble, and let's watch this one guy play while the rest of us just stand over here. They have so many weapons on the court, and when Nikola Jokic gets in that post, he's able to hit shooters all over the court, and we know Michael Porter Jr. is the best catch-and-shoot three-point shooter in the entire NBA when he's open. It's money. That's cash in the bank that Michael Porter Jr. is going to hit that. He shoots with no conscience, which I really like. He can miss a shot, come back, shoot again. Miss that shot, come back, shoot again. And I think that confidence, that belief in yourself that, hey, I'm going to hit the next shot is going to be really important once you get further into the playoffs, because some guys start to lose confidence. They start to play weird, and it really disrupts the entire flow of the game when guys start to play weird. You got to play the way you play basketball and trust the process, trust your preparation. If this Nuggets team is able to stay healthy with Jamal Murray and we know Michael Porter Jr. both kind of coming off injuries, if those two guys are able to stay healthy and the Nuggets are able to stay healthy, I absolutely believe that this team comes out of the Western Conference. Tonight they dominated in pretty much every facet of the game. They won the rebounding battle 54-38. They shot 41% from the three-point line, 46% from the field, and they held the Timberwolves to 80 points. So offensively excellent, defensively unbelievable. They said no team in the entire NBA this year held a team under 80 points. The Denver Nuggets held a team right at 80 points. So excellent performance. This Minnesota Timberwolves team is not a bad basketball team. They have Karl Anthony Towns, who's been playing fantastic. Anthony Edwards, who's an absolute young stud. Mike Conley, a veteran that can score and can do some stuff. And some guys off the bench. They were able to absolutely make this look like no contest. And that's what we've seen all year from the Denver Nuggets. And once we get into the next round, whether they play the Suns or the Clippers, it's going to be really interesting. One of the things we saw from the Suns tonight is they have no bench depth. And I think that will matter. They haven't played with each other, and they have no depth. The Clippers, being able to compete with Jokic. We've seen that playoff series a little bit before, and that was before the Nuggets had Aaron Gordon. And I think both Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. have improved since that time. So headed in to game 2, the Nuggets need to come out, dominate again. They need to focus on getting through this series. Don't look ahead. That's something that's very easy to do when you feel like you're clearly the favorites in the series. But the Denver Nuggets are not going to get the respect they deserve until they win a title. That's just the reality of it. That people are going to find a way to hate on Nikola Jokic. They're going to find a way to hate on this Nuggets squad. And that's what they do. That's what the media loves to do. They hate the Denver Nuggets. They hate small market teams. They're going to tell you how great the Lakers are and how great the Clippers are and how great the Suns are. They're going to tell you all those teams, and they're going to forget about teams like the Denver Nuggets that have shown all year that they're the best team in the Western Conference. And I believe will prove to you again that they are the best team in the Western Conference. We're going to continue to cover the playoffs. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all y'all Nuggets fans out there. You guys are the best. Love your crowd. Love you all. Appreciate y'all watching. Cyborg out.